Check, 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 check. One. Check two. Check three. Here we go, everybody. Welcome to the Cannabis Coffee Hour. Here we are. Episode 281. So much fun. Here we go. Yeah. Hello. Goodbye. Hello. Goodbye. Hello. Hi. I'm right here. You right there. Yeah, we all wear underwear, but you know we got another level. It comes from the center of the devil, the God. I don't know. Just going with the flow. I'm just drinking kombucha. Yes. This episode, I'm drinking Brew Doctor organic kombucha. That is a tasty and fizzy probiotic. T. Clear mind is what this is called. Clear mind. I have a clear mind. I know you think this is the most insane podcast out there, but it isn't. There's a lot of very, very insane podcasts out there. This is just me expressing myself, like that girl that sang Espresso. Just a way to check in and, drink some kombucha. How are you doing? Well, I'll give you my rating on this Dr. Brew Doctor organic kombucha. I like the bottle size. It's a little bit smaller than the Health Aid ones. It's more of like a hand grenade one. It's a fizzy probiotic because it's more of a soda. It doesn't have that hardcore vinegar like I'm burning your gut out, but it still has, I don't know, it does taste good. It wasn't as minty as I thought it was because it was lime on the front. It had lime green, so I was like, and they're talking about sage, they're talking about clear mind. You got to throw some mint in there. I think there might be some mint. There's green tea. Okay, it's made of sage, green tea, rosemary. Shout out to my girl Rosemary. And green tea. I'm sipping on a green tea. Pro-life. Whoa, dude. And it's really good. It's really good. I've been using the Waze app, and there's like a surfer, like Zen surfer speech that I really dug to it. Shout out to the Waze app. I just think that kind of like, I think ever since legalization, things just is getting a little bit more normal for keeping your mind and heart open, and wake up and find that you are the eyes of the world. Shout out Jerry Garcia. Wake up to find that you are the eyes of the world. World premiere. It's a world premiere. It's a world premiere of episode 281 of the Cannabis Coffee Hour. I want to say thank you for listening to this podcast, supporting this podcast. I'm having a blast doing this podcast. I'm getting a little bit better with the beats. Look at that shit. I don't know if I am. It's just this is a kind of a rudimentary little sequencer. Are you ready, Ibiza? Because we are going to rock it tonight. Put your worries aside. We're drinking kombucha. Oh yeah, watch out, here it comes again. I'm rhyming, my friend. I'm doing it again. Just because it's so much fun. Just because I don't own a gun. I don't own a gun. I don't own a dog. I just walk around. I got a frog on a log that I know by the river. That's where I go down and we listen to a song called Sliver. Nirvana on a fucked up boombox. Me and this frog, yo, we tight like Fort Knox. Talking about eating these flies. Watch out, it's good to be alive. Swimming in the water, jumping on the land. Hot damn, here I am. It's summer again, my friend. I'm just sending all kinds of love out to you. Whoa, okay, everybody. Thanks again for tuning in. Yeah, what am I I'm drinking this green tea. How am I feeling? I'm feeling great. It was like raining, and then I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do the podcast, let's run. And then the sun's out. I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna go out into that sun. But I'll get out there. Sometimes when I go like, I'm gonna go outside, and then I'm outside and I'm like, oh man, my butt itches. My feet hurt. I should have taken a shower. Prepping for the day. But a lot of it's just like learning to be in the moment. I think I'm just anxious. I'm a little anxious about this podcast. I am doing these solo episodes, and I kind of want to break it out and get it out there into the universe. But, the weekly cycle is so heavy. But I love just like expressing myself with the echo effect. Whoa. There's that thing that I don't know much about. But we'll play with all this stuff as I move along. But I like it just this setup for a solo setup. It's literally like this little tiny beat machine and this little echo effects box. And I could have a guest and do all that. But right now I thought I'd just like concentrate on having kombucha, how I'm feeling. Oh, I had such a good shout out to Carmen Christopher. I went out and checked out his new special. He has a special out on Veeps. And it's it's shot in his hometown of Chicago, and it's directed, and it's absolutely hilarious, mind-blowing, and edited brilliant. The director was there last night. Joe Pera was there. Shout out to Joe Pera in the Bell House and the staff there. I came through to support and check out the whole thing, man. He had a whole screening for his special. It's amazing. He's super funny, super out there, and super creative. So yeah, and it was like I hadn't seen some of these people in a minute, and it was kind of really close by. So it was just nice to get out on a Tuesday and vibe out with some other comedians and support another artist. And yeah, I always liked Carmen. We did a festival together, and he did this podcast. That's why I thought it was relevant to bring up. I was going to ask him to do the podcast, but he's flying to LA, and I'm trying to book it out a little bit more professionally if I use that good space over at Shapeshifter Lab or some of these other venues. I want to have my P's and Q's in order. But so far, this kombucha is like hitting the spot. You know, I have been drinking iced red eyes in the morning. My stove isn't working, so I have been drinking coffee on the street, and it has been bumming me out. I had some great beans lined up. So then I pounded that, and that was great. But I haven't been meditating. That's why I might be a little antsy today. I'm not like antsy, but it's like, I think I just wanted to get this podcast up and running, and I wasn't sure exactly what it was going to happen, but I knew I was going to have a lot of fun and talk about drinking kombucha. And last night at the Bell House was a lot of fun. Yeah, there was a lot of comics that's been on. Petey Derabo was there. Shout out to Petey. Yeah, it was fun. Alex English, shout out to Alex. He's been on the podcast. So yeah, it was just fun. But if you always like when it's time to leave, I do like a half Irish goodbye. Like I try to get a couple people on the way out, and then I try to keep it moving. Because when you make that decision to leave the party, or leave the after party, or leave the kind of hang after the show, which is usually the gig, is like it's a show and then there's a hang after. But it's a great time to catch up with Comedy Cats. Hello. So much fun. I do dig expressing myself on this podcast. So thank you for listening. What have I been listening to lately? Like I said, right before this, I did listen to a YouTube of Wake Up to the Eyes of the World by Grateful Dead. And then it went into When I Paint My Masterpiece. But it was like through my laptop speakers, but I had it on my bed. But it was right about the amount of noise that isn't too annoying, and I could get not annoying, but you know, sometimes it's nice to listen to music. At first, I never liked listening to music through small speakers, but I think just variety with media in the ways, we can make and consume media. There's a time for everything. And there's a time for a podcast that has a funky ass beat like this. Shout out Tiramisu. Did you guys hear about this? Yeah, did you hear about this? The guy who discovered tiramisu just passed away. Let me see. R.I.P. Roberto Lingumato. Loli. Roberto everybody called him Loli. So cool. This dude, Roberto, and he's from Italy. And he was like this pastry chef that came up with the tiramisu. If anybody knows anything, tiramisu is like the best coffee dessert of all time, and maybe chocolate dessert. I don't know. It's like this dense, wet cake that has espresso and just these layers of, I think it's a sponge type of cake, but I know it's just done, and then there's layers of chocolate dust and cocoa dust, and but I guess his wife would make lady fingers, and then they would be soaked in espresso, and that's where that was the pastry shop where you can get tiramisu, and then these crazy lady fingers that were soaked in espresso. So shout out and much respect. Rest in peace, rest in power, rest into the next level, next energy. And thank you for coming up with tiramisu. I mean, that's like coming up. That's like I don't know. That's up there with like what's like a starry night. Like, what's better than tiramisu? It's like a piece of art, I guess is what I was trying to think of. The Mona Lisa was the thing and I kept on thinking of something else besides the Mona Lisa. But yeah, the New York cannabis scene is brilliant right now. Shout out to Matawana. Shout out to the travel agency. Those are the two legal Brooklyn ones, and they're just doing a fantastic job. This strain is called Espresso, and I did get it. It's called I love this company, Be Noble, and it's a 2 pre-roll. So there's a tip for you. And this is good kombucha. I mean, if you follow this podcast, I'm gonna give you tips on great legal cannabis. And then, all of my years of stand-up comedy and writing about it. and performing with it with the Play the Marijuana Logs. Shout out all my buddies, Arch Barker, Tony Kameen, Doug Benson, that I used to perform with, or that came up with the Play the Marijuana Logs. I was in this Play the Marijuana Logs, but they made it, and then I just toured with part of it. But I'm just trying to think of all the people that's been on this podcast, that I want on this podcast. And I know I'm going to get out there, but it's not always going to be comedians. It's not always, the politics thing is just crazy. I just want to come up with something fun and original. And I also love editing the videos. Please support the YouTube page. Well, I'm not going to beg you to do it. It's good. Just go to Cannabis Coffee Hour YouTube, plug it in, and there you'll be right there. Without a care. Go fix your hair. No, don't. It's perfect. Don't worry about it. Just keep coming through. We're gonna do something brand new. I'm gonna do all kinds of podcasts and videos. Chop them up, throw them out, make them real nice, make them twice, but don't do it lame. This is my new game. Just robbing my main. I like when people say main or man. Main or man. I have been hearing a lot about, what's that, golden mane for your brain? I do want to take the new, we'll do it. I mean, I've had it before, that creamer. Laird Hamilton, the big wave surfer. Shout out Laird. I don't know, but I like that creamer, and it's made out of mushrooms. And I've been seeing more mushroom coffee, and I do think like mushrooms are good for your brain. Check. But I think later in life, and it needs to be in a safe. I mean, I haven't done mushrooms 20 years now, probably. Maybe one slipped in there. After all those years, I was doing stand-up comedy. But I know in my younger days, yeah, but not a ton. I'm always kind of a little. You think I would run reckless, but it's always just been a little bit of herb and coffee. But I do think, the more I'm stretching, I'm working on all these knee exercises. I got this great video lined up about strengthening your knee. And they're really simple. Like, everything is, at our fingertips. That's what I feel like. It's like, in terms of meditation, in terms of physical health, and just, slowing down and letting it come to you. I'm getting better and better at it, but you really do have to, I haven't been meditating. I'm not going to get on myself. I'm going to celebrate myself. And sometimes that rigidity, that's the thing you kind of want to evade. You kind of want to make it fun. Make it fun. That's number one. That is when the sun comes up and says, "What's up? Let's shine. I don't give a dime or 2 nickels. You know I'm not fickle. Just smile and dance and make some romance. Have a nice meal. Do what you like to feel. You like to feel good. You like to feel calm. You know what I'm saying is the bomb. You like to feel good. You like to feel calm. You know what I'm saying is the fucking bomb." Check. All right. Whoa. Whoa.
Oh, wow, what is that?
That was fun. Yes.
Yeah.
Hello? Are you there? Okay. What you got on? Okay. Well, I'm coming over. Okay. I'm not. I'm just fucking around. I'm just getting down. I'm playing with this. Ooh, kombucha. Kombucha. Okay. Hello. 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 Yeah. I went to the hardware store. I had to buy some nails. I went to the hardware store. I had to buy some nails. Got some screws, got some paper bags, got some seeds. Came back home, planted seeds in the front thing where the dirt is. Then I made a shelf. Nothing else. Put on warrior. Here we go. Here we go again. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Check. Check.
Check. Hello? Back to normal? There we go. There we are. Right? That's normal. That's. I hate when it's just like a little off. You know, these faders, it's like, if it's a little off, it's like, hey, how's it going? Whoa. Okay.
Hang on, man. Just be cool, dude.
It is fun. Playing with sounds, playing with energies, playing with improv, and drinking kombucha. So Carmen Christopher show, they were doing some improv, which I thought was hilarious. He was like, my old bros, he started in the UCB scene. It was just a funny, like, I don't know, it's shot really well. It's done really, it's just funny. It's hilarious. I'm kind of fucking it up, but improv is hard, as people is diss on it or whatever, but not really. I mean, it's kind of like I always say it's like the best form of acting. And you learn, it's like fun, and it's kind of free form, so it's hard to hate on it. It's just like you can just dork out pretty hard, and you have to be vulnerable. It's like vulnerable as stand-up, but in a different, even different way. So it's hard to judge anything. You shouldn't judge. You should just rock the Casbah, as they say. Yeah.
I'm just down.
Just down the whole bottle of Dr. Brews. Tasty and fizzy probiotic. T.
Yo. I've been
Getting a lot of steps in Whoa. I've been getting a lot of steps in, which is, I mean, that's the thing about New York. I mean, I get like 20,000 just doing nothing. I don't know. I know I went over 10 yesterday, and I didn't do shit until I had to go out to a show. But I got to walk there. As brilliant and as messed up as stand-up is right now, I can't complain. There's a lot of venues walking distance to me. But it's all like DIY type of shit. But also some other like bigger theaters. There's this really cool, I think the Paramount. First they did the King's Theater, which is amazing. And then the Paramount. But my vision board are definitely like packing those joints and maybe doing a song or two.
We are.
We are the world. We are the middle-aged people.
We are the world.
We are the world.
We are the middle-aged people.
We Are the World documentary was amazing. That was one of my favorite. Seeing Kenny Rogers and Lionel Richie, they were badass in my book. Have you seen the Kenny Rogers documentary? I mean the one about We Are the World. He was hanging out with Lionel Richie. Then that dude showed up. I'm talking the boss, Springsteen, and Donna Summer, she was there. Michael Jackson, he had all his hair not burned off, not Bernie Mae off. I'm talking my man, my talking Hall and Oates. I'm talking Cyndi Lauper without a chopper. Rolled in, guess what she did? She had a lollipop, passed it to Quincy Jones. He said, get on the microphone, sing a song, girl. She said, what? She said, me, Michael, just wrote this word right here, right now. Here we go. Holy cow.
We are the world. We are the middle-aged people.
I don't want to say the word. I don't want to sing the song completely. Everything's weird with rights. That's why I like doing this podcast and doing the music. I know I own all the rights to this completely improvised funk session. Funk session. Funk session. Drinking kombucha. Getting your job. Don't you know I'm drinking kombucha. Watch out. This is about Fire up your bowl. Watch out, mic control. Here I come, I'm so bold. Here I come, I'm so old. Yeah. Fuck you. I'm 52. What you gonna do? I don't know. I'm just doing this type of flow. I'm drinking kombucha, rocking on the mic, doing these rhymes that I like. Tiramisu, you know who? That dude was beyond cool. Roberto R.I.P. Roberto R.I.P. Tiramisu Forever. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Wow. I like tiramisu. I like you. I like tiramisu. I like you. I like tiramisu. I like you. I like
tiramisu. I like you. I like the color blue. I like who knew. I like not having a clue. I like just doing my do. I like you being you. I like, I don't know. I just like to flow. Like the river, like the stream. You know what I mean. It's just a stream in your mind. Come in there anytime. Jump down the raft, jump down the river. Watch out, don't even shiver. Flowing for days, flowing for years. Watch out, now I appear. Flying all over the land. Now everybody understands. I got funky frogs in my gut. And then when I rock, I must keep it funky, keep it croaking. Don't you know I'm not that broken? I'm strong, I go long. This podcast is 38 minutes long. Can we do that? I don't think so. Who am I talking to? Don't be defensive. Yo, don't be defensive. Yeah. What's going on with my echo effect? It's not working like I want it.
might have to go.
Whoa.
Yo, battle star, like the gun. That's whoa, 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 Yep. Battle, yeah, you.
Yeah. Battlestar Galactica was a sci-fi. It was. I remember when it came out. That's how old I am. It's like I remember, there was Star Wars, which was the ultimate legitimate. Like the thing I'm thinking about with Star Wars was like the Taoism within Star Wars was shared to the Western mass, American culture. And everybody knew it was true because it rang true. That's why I think that movie kind of shined through, many of the others. Star Wars.
But nothing.
Well,
It's all good. I was going to criticize some of the newer projects, but not really. So I've had some of them have been amazing as well. Being creative is just hard. It's like, you just do it, and then it's done. And then who knows? But if it's if it's true, it'll shine through. Yeah, I would say the truth is about the two legal dispensaries here in Brooklyn is that they are female run. I know the it's the travel agency dispensary right by the Barclays Center, and that's owned by a woman. And then Montawana, who's been on the podcast, has also been his own. I don't know. Times are changing, and I'm digging it. As much as I love retro beats, and this is episode 281, and I was going to talk about the 80s. Like I said on the last podcast, I own some DVDs. You gotta own like 5 DVDs. I got hard DVDs, and one of them is Conan the Barbarian. The other one is Escape from New York, and then I got this edition like And then I got a Spike Jonze director's cut. But I tried to keep it just like the core stuff that I really like and save for a rainy day. But as I've gotten older, it's all rainy days. I love doing comedy. As much as I struggle and all this stuff, like, I still remember having a real job. And being creative is hard, and you're broke for a long time, and still work, I don't know. I think, when I started stand-up, I was 27. And I was like, I'll give myself 3 years. And then I was on the very first season of Last Comic Standing. So then I was like, okay, I'm gonna keep going. I was starting to make some money. So it kind of just like weaves in and out. But I have to say, I appreciate all the low times being creative and just learning, being forced to learn how to edit, being forced to learn how to make these beats. Or experiment with it. It's all fucking with it, man. If you want to do something, just fuck with it. You'll figure it out. I'm figuring this out. I've been listening to these I don't want to be cocky. I know they're not perfect, but they're definitely different and kind of entertaining. Especially if I sparked a bowl, I'd be like, I'll listen to this shit. I respect this. I want to do some echo effects. Roberto Loli. Oh my, you were so good. You invented tiramisu. Who knew that it was the most delicious thing in the world? But you just hung out with your girl. You weren't trying to do it for the fame or the name. Just wanted it to be great, 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 great. And it was, yes it was, tiramisu, what's up with you? Tiramisu, what's up with you? Let's go get a big slice. Let's make it really nice. Have some linguine on some ice. Chilling out, eating tiramisu. That's what I do with my crew. My crew is 3 frogs with 3-foot bongs. Yeah, that's how we get along. Eating tiramisu on a log. Smoking 3-foot bongs with my frogs. Yeah, you know how I do. I'm freaky just like you. I like it wild. I like it unique. I like it kinda like a freak. But you know that's how I am for the beats. Yo. Yeah. Okay. Check. What you gonna do, man? 2024. Open the door, walk in. I got rhymes galore. Sitting like a Buddha, 3-foot sack of hemp. Yeah, I'm not Shemp. I'm not Slamp. I'm not the Stooges. But guess what? I'm not new to this. I rock rhymes. I do it all day. I do it because that's how I like to play with the ether in the ground, in the planets all around. The universe is great. So is your mama, so is your plate. Watch out, I might be late, but I'm always on time when it comes to a funky rhyme. Rhymes. rhymes. Rob rhymes. Rob rhymes. Rob rhymes. Rob rhymes. I don't do crime. I don't even do time. I'm so high you can't see. I never existed to me. I'm just flying around the world. I'm just trying to be nice to everyone, even you and your frogs. Yeah, let's all jump on a log. No, I don't got a dog. I got a funky cat. What's up with that? Oh. I can't tell if this is terrible or brilliant, but that's always the fun part. I like it.
I like it.
This has been a fun episode. Hello?
Hello? Hello? You still there? You still there? Hello? Hello? Oh, hello? Oh, you still there? Thanks you for listening, everybody. I just once again want to give respect to Roberto Lingonmato Loli, the man that invented tiramisu. Loli Forever. That's what the episode's name is going to be called for this episode. I really enjoyed this episode. You know, we're just doing, a freeform vibe session. You know, I wrote down episode 281. What are we going to do? What am I drinking on? What am I drinking on? Brew Doctor Organic Kombucha. It was pretty good. I don't know. I like it a little bit stronger. And I want a mint, like a real mint taste, but it's not bad. What am I feeling? I'm feeling great. Shout out to Carmen Christopher. The other thing, expression is the opposite of depression. Yo. This just in. This just in. Expression is the opposite of depression. What am I listening to? Been listening to a lot of Widespread Panic and Dead and Sublime. Stephen Stills. Been listening to a little Tree Line Flyer. That's a song about a guy that flies airplanes from Mexico to the U.S. in the 70s filled with marijuana. That's a great song. Check out Tree Line Flyer by Stephen Stills. Acoustic. I've been playing my guitar a little bit more. What something? What was it? Prince came up to somebody and was like, "Don't let anybody tell you how to play the guitar." Like, I was told to do something with the guitar. I don't know. Right now, I was like, maybe I should get lessons and try to do this formal thing. But then I was having so much fun dicking around that I want to kind of go back to dicking around. And I was dicking around on the guitar, like, kind of more just kind of, I knew some of the chords weren't right or whatever. And I was having more fun with it. And it sounded cooler. But I don't know. we're still all evolving with the art and expressing ourselves. But I just want to express some gratitude for kombucha in general, green tea in general, matcha. I want to start getting into matcha. I've been hearing some crazy shit about matcha, how healthy that shit is. But yeah, that's it, man. Peace and love. I'm out.